you would have met me a year ago, you probably would have thought I was antisocial. I went to work, I went to the gym, I went home. I didn't really talk to anybody. Then I moved 8,000 miles away to Vietnam, and somehow I became more social than I ever been. So I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. That's where I was born and raised. I did 3 years in college, then realized that it wasn't for me, and then I moved straight to Phoenix, Arizona. I moved without a plan, without a job, and I didn't know anyone. I just took a risk. When I first got to Arizona, I didn't have a job, so I immediately had to talk to people and make a way. I ended up finding a job in a week, finding a place to stay. I stayed in Arizona for about 8-9 years, and during that period, I just got my life right. Started working out, and I used that time period to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And then I started my life from there. But as time went on, I realized that I began to get stagnant. Yes, I was doing better than I was for my hometown, but I knew I could do so much more. And I needed that type of fire again. So that's when I moved to Vietnam. And that situation in my past set me up to move to Vietnam with little to no fear. Looking back, these are the biggest 5 reasons I think it helped. Reason number 1, you have no choice. As soon as you get to a different country, at least Vietnam, there's other people talking to you and interested in you as soon as you land. Not only that, but you meet a lot of like-minded people like you that's traveling from different places, like Russia, Canada, many more. You have to order food, you have to ask for directions, talk to the landlord. And during that time, you realize that people are a lot different in America. When I first got to the Vietnam airport, I was waiting in line to get my passport stamped and to check everything in. And the lady behind me just heard me talking to my brother, and she just made a comment, "America, right?" And I say, "Oh my God, is it that obvious?" And then we just had a laugh. And then we start talking from there. Little conversations like that. I noticed that people are a lot more interested simply because the culture is just different. And that will lead to many more conversations and you getting out of your shell. Reason number 2, nobody knows you. And this is powerful. Back home, people expect you to stay the exact same and they can't grasp you wanting to change. I know oftentimes I hear people say, "You're acting different," or "You're acting brand new." But that's what it's going to take if you want a new mindset and a new life. When you move countries, nobody knows who you are, so you can reinvent yourself. You can be that person who only eats healthy now. You can be that person who reads every Wednesday. You can be that person who doesn't drink. Or you can be that outgoing person. You can be that funny person in the room. Whoever you want to be, you can reinvent yourself in a different country. Now, I don't want you to get confused with this. I don't mean you can be fake or someone who you're not, or changing your personality. By this, I simply mean being yourself, but still taking risks. As in sparking up conversations with people, even though you don't know how it's gonna go. Or going out to a social event with a smile on your face. Something like this can completely change everything, because trust me, I know in America, it's hard to do those things for many reasons. Expenses being too high, you're working overtime. By the time you get off, you just wanna go to sleep because you have no energy. I get it. But things being cheaper here and the culture being a lot different, it takes away a lot of stress. And for me, that's helped me show my true self a lot better. So I think it can do the same for you. Reason 3, every day feels like progress. Instead of wake up, work, gym, sleep, you now have new food, new language, new people, and new experiences. Even simple walks become so adventurous. And sometimes that's what the mind needs for new ideas and just to grow. Reason number 4, these small wins build confidence. For introverted people, talking to kids, vendors, massage workers, cafe owners, and just random people, these aren't huge moments, but they make socializing a lot more easy. And reason number 5, you learn who you really are. Parents aren't around, all of your siblings aren't around, no old friends, no comfort zone. You really have to rely on yourself. I don't think that moving countries changed my personality. It just gave me opportunities that my old life never did. I'm not saying that everyone should move countries. I'm talking to the people that feel stuck and have felt stuck for a long time. Sometimes changing your environment changes you more than trying to change yourself. So if you're someone who likes to keep to themselves, then I think that moving countries can completely change your life. Me personally, moving to Vietnam has been one of the best decisions I ever made, and I'm excited to see where I am a year from now. If you ever thought about moving abroad or you already done it, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. If you watched the whole way through, that's love. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. It'll be appreciated. Again, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video.